Research has long shown a connection between nutritional deficiencies and mental illness. True Hope Nutritional Support explains why nutritionally related mental illness is more widespread than you might realize.
It may be surprising to know that people who suffer from bipolar disorder or manic depression now have an herbal ally. Extensive research has shown promise through the use of vitamin and mineral supplements.
This nutritional supplement that has had so much impact was developed out of, I guess you could say, trauma and tragedy. It was over 10 years ago that, just a little over 10 years ago, that my wife, Debbie, committed suicide. She was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and at that time, we had 2 children who also had the same diagnosis. And I guess you could say it was like a situation of necessity becoming an invention. My children were taking psychiatric medications and they weren't assisting, they weren't helping. My daughter was in and out of the psychiatric ward. My son was extremely violent, extremely ill, severe mood swings caused by the bipolar disorder. We began to look into nutrition or nutrients and their effect on mental disorders. The result of that was Empower Plus. Today my children are well, they're normal. They no longer require any psychiatric intervention.
Nutritional supplementation and participant support has been in development since 1996. The result? Research and clinical trials that have led to a program where patients are seeing results.
What we're doing here is we're not applying a medication. All we're doing is we're applying proper nutrition, a very whole source of nutrition, and allowing the body to do what it does best, that of synthesizing and producing the various neurotransmitters that give us a proper neurochemical balance.
For those suffering from depression, perhaps the most precious gift is that of hope. Today, with recent nutritional research, patients can expect more.
World-renowned neuroscientist Dr. Brian Kolb, along with his graduate student Celeste Hollowell, investigated the benefits of this product on regenerating brain growth in rats. They had removed the frontal lobe of the brain of these 2 to 4 day old animals and watched as that regenerates. In this case, when used with the Empower, instead of regenerating as in this picture, leaving a huge gap, the brains regenerated almost completely. And in some way, this nutrition was impacting the animals so that they could behave and perform more intelligently. It's just really quite incredible. Obviously, this is a special supplement that's doing something that most supplements don't do.
Changing the way mental illness is treated is a laudable goal, but certainly not easy.
Good morning, thank you for calling True Hope. How can I direct your call?
Now that we have a lot of data behind us, governments are interested and they're getting excited about this. It has huge potential to reduce costs in the healthcare system. It has huge potential to increase productivity in the workplace and return people to work.
Perhaps the best illustration of the difference some nutritional supplements can have on these disorders is from the patients themselves.
I did see a difference right away. My hallucinations stopped within the first couple of days, but it took 2 months before I was off of all of my medication. And then I think that I continued to improve over the first year until you wouldn't have even known that I was ever sick.
I saw a difference right away when I started taking the nutrients. I started to not feel the anxiety that I used to feel every single morning I got up. About 4 days after starting the nutrients, that anxiety went away. And that was such a great feeling to wake up in the morning and actually feel good about the day.
Even though millions suffer from depression, often in silence, there is an alternative to psychiatric medication. In the past decade, scientific research at True Hope Nutritional Support has resulted in supplements that address the nutritional deficiencies in people suffering from bipolar disorder. These supplements have brought new hope to those suffering from the pain and anguish caused by manic depression and other mental illnesses. For Life and Leisure Television, I'm Bruce Gaster reporting.
Even though millions suffer from depression, often in silence, there is an alternative to psychiatric medication. Research at True Hope Nutritional Support has resulted in supplements that address deficiencies of people with bipolar disorder. These supplements have brought new hope to those suffering from the pain and anguish caused by manic depression and other mental illnesses.